anyone recap last session?
Fuck.
Who hasn't done a recap yet? I know I've done one. I know Ray's done one. I think
I don't think I have. I think it's just me.
Do you want to do it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Let me help you.
No, I got this. So first we were walking, yeah, and we were walking away from the wet town, and we got the idea we should go to Castle Town. Thanks to no.
It's on the map.
We saw the map, and then you were like, "Let's go to Castle Town." And I was like, that sounds like a fantastic idea. And then we found out that the cat is the goddess of tapestries.
Oh.
And that's canonical.
No.
And then I talked to the professor, and then somebody else talked to the professor about tapestry gods, and they were and Ellia was a huge nerd.
What a nerd!
And the rabbit dug a burrow.
So
that's
true.
about it. I slept in a river.
You sure did.
You know, if I had a nickel every time we had a character who slept in the water, I'd have 2 nickels.
No, that's crazy. Who was the other one?
I don't remember.
But also, that session was only like 30 minutes, so that's all that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think her name was Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Never watched an anime. Who that? No! I don't want to get copyrighted.
Look, my monetization.
My monetization!
Great, now we have to start all over again.
Can you believe this?
Count us in. Remember when Corin said I want to fuck that snake?
I'm gonna get demonetized for that too.
Okay, let's start over. Hey, Sketch.
Yeah.
Penis.
And nobody laughed.
Can't believe this. Then you two laughed. Good job.
I'm gonna start singing Cruel Angel Thesis again.
Alright, I don't remember this from last session. Are you
sure?
Start. So, albeit a very crude explanation of what happened last session.
But not inaccurate.
Wait, you forgot one important detail.
What is that?
Ellia shoved a stick up my ass.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't there for that.
We are really gonna go get demonetized now.
Yes, Sketch's monetization she gets.
I'm gonna have to open up even more emergency commissions because of the money I'm not getting from this YouTube video.
Remember when Corin told me to start the fucking game?
Yeah.
No. I don't actually remember that one.
I don't
remember that either. Anyways, I'm gonna start the game.
Oh, good idea.
Yay.
You should start the fucking game.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you guys have been out in the woods. You slept. It was a peaceful night, except for Ari, who now has nightmares of a rabbit in their sleep.
Yay!
And as you guys wake up, begin to reassemble your camp and begin to trudge onward, you guys set forward on another, I think about 9-hour journey before you crest over a hill and see in the distance a city. And as you begin to get closer and closer, you guys are starting to realize more and more details about the city. And it occurs to you that it is not exactly correct, because what you see in front of you appears to be a kingdom on a hill, but the kingdom has folded in on itself, almost as if a well of gravity had caused it to collapse in. And
Some
as you
sort
get
of
closer and
gravity
closer,
well.
you guys realize that this city is not only just on a hill, it is on an island all to itself. And it has not only just crushed in on itself, but it's completely collapsed. You notice buildings, castles, homes completely dismantled and shot about in every which way. You see many crests of land shattering about. And as you get closer, you realize this peak of land is far bigger than you even expected. You stand before the city of Solase, once mighty, now fallen. And it is huge. The island that you are looking at is miles tall. You have to look up and strain your neck in order to see the peaks and valleys that this once great city once stood upon. And as you crest closer and closer, you notice camps along the outside. Tents, white tents, crested about in every single direction, making a big line around one giant crack on the floor level. And there you can see people moving about, moving boxes, talking with people armed to the teeth with weaponry and armor. A couple of mages. You see scrolls. You see ancient artifacts. You see people with carriages that are loading them and taking them out on a journey. It appears to be a completely unique ecosystem where these people have no reservation to stay here and just go in or out of the city. And as you crest closer and closer, why don't you guys roll me some perception checks?
Hurry,
Why
what
don't
did you
you
do to
roll-
this city?
Why don't you roll me a perception check? I'm almost to my house and I can't pull up roll 20.
No.
How about you?
Yeah.
Let's go
You get a 14.
16,
What did I roll?
14.
14.
Okay.
All right. I'll roll for Emmy, sure. Why not? They're not here, but
They're here in spirit.
they're here in spirit. Ah, yes, they see the most. So as you're beginning to traverse forward, Drakes and Ari would both notice this first before anyone else. Is as you begin to close in on the city, you can see a couple of individuals that are beginning to hobble themselves out of a larger tent, and they appear to be wearing armor in the same blues, blacks, yellows that Neri seems to wear. And you figure that these are the folks that you came here to meet.
The fellas. Oh, yes, I do see that, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Takes you a little bit longer, but yes, you were.
Yeah. Yep, those are my guys.
They seem to be
Yeah.
splitting up and going to talk with different people.
Yeah. I guess I will make my way over first, since everyone else is just vibing.
Very
I
nice.
want to go explore around. Like, this seems interesting. So I'm just going to say, hey, I'm going to see if I can find us a place to stay for the night. This looks cool. I want to check it
Ellia?
around.
Ellia, just gonna like grab you by
Huh?
the ear. Ellia.
What? What?
Let's go. I have a place for us to stay already, I believe. We could explore
That's
once.
okay. I'll go look for a place for us to stay tonight.
We can explore once we catch up and I introduce you to my companions over there.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, you my old crew.
They're still my crew, and we're part
You
of the
mean
same
my
faction.
old crew?
Uh-huh.
You meet my old crew.
Yours?
Yes, my old crew.
What are we called then?
Oh, we went by many names. I just refer to us as the crew.
I just realized I was muted. Fuck.
Wow. Sorry.
I was like, why are you? Yeah,
Yeah.
I was surprised you were so quiet.
Yeah.
I was wondering why Rhed wasn't reacting to me grabbing his tail like, no, don't do that.
Wow.
Oh, I'm used to that.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's crazy.
All right. Anyways, if we're all on the same page, I will go
Of
introduce
course.
us.
No introductions needed.
So you
Oh
see,
yeah.
you see four
Oh.
people that you recognize.
You think-
Kalain, Lucius, Monswain, and Lee.
Mhm.
They are all different people that are within the ranks of the clerics of Vis.
Mhm.
And if you assume you're not seeing Matisse or Father Mercury, then you assume that Kalain is probably the one in charge
Yeah.
of this small little group.
Mhm.
And she just seems to be standing out front by the tent that they seem to have just exited.
Mhm. Yo. We're here.
Colleen will
Yeah.
look up,
Mhm.
and you guys see a elven woman with long auburn hair that kind of is cut short into a pixie cut, with very bright, burning red eyes. She is wearing very thick armor in a blue hue that if anyone would like to make a history check, I can tell you what it is because it is a very popular item.
Yeah.
How
Would I?
about you make me a history check?
Yeah. Would I have advantage since we are acquainted?
Yes, I would say that is fair.
I got
Mhm.
18.
Oh, history.
21.
I knew so much about my old friends.
Oh my God,
What
you
the fuck?
do.
I know so much about my old friends.
Yeah.
All right. And then let me get this history for Ellia.
Nat one. Nat one. Nat one. Aw.
Oh man, yeah,
Aw.
that's a nat one for Ellia right there.
Aw, crazy.
Aw, dang.
Dang.
Ellia was there too.
Then whatever.
All right.
22.
So, everyone, you guys are aware that this is an item known as a mithril armor. Mithril armor is a very special armor that is that despite its how big this armor looks, it basically feels like wearing a feather. And so basically she has extreme ease when using this weapon. It's basically very it's lightweight armor is what it is. It's lightweight.
Heavy armor, but light.
Yes. And as she sees you approach, Klein will say, "Ah, you're on time. That's good.
Mhm. As always.
I trust your journey was a good one."
Yes.
Of course.
Surprisingly uneventful given everything that happened the day before.
Perhaps that's good.
Hmm.
A sign of good things to come.
Hopefully.
So then, who are these folks?
Yes, these are the others that were hired by the Terror Resurrection. I was enlisted to help recently. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
No introductions necessary. My old crew, it's nice to see you again.
Do not listen to
It is
him.
just Kalain. All the others are gone.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's fine. Pats him on the leg. I've missed you, my friend.
Mhm.
You see her fiery eyes stare through you like daggers.
I give them an award-winning smile.
Neri is snickering a bit in the background.
I wasn't aware you brought dinner.
Yeah, on me.
Classic jokes between me and my good old friends.
Yeah, friends is what we call dinner.
I'm the cat. Wouldn't the cat be the one to eat the fish?
Sure.
Well, the cat has yet to introduce themselves, so if the cat would like to.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want to interrupt the fish.
You're a cat?
The cat's name is Ari, and yes, she is a cat.
That's crazy.
Tabaxi.
I actually met Neri a few days before the whole Terra thing.
Yeah, we had a little scrap out in the wilderness over a little misunderstanding, but we're good pals now.
Yes.
I see.
You almost took off my arm that time.
That sounds like a poor way to introduce someone.
Neri smiles, slightly smugly. He knows what he's doing.
These are our friends, Ellia and the rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
The rabbit waves. And I'd say it's very safe to for you to assume, Neri.
Mm-hmm.
You are actually pretty familiar with Elaine.
Yeah.
Is that she's kind of a stickler for the rules kind of character.
Mm-hmm.
But also at the same time, she's also like power is beautiful kind of person.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
hearing that you almost got your arm ripped off, you see her kind of chuckle a little bit.
Yep.
The dog's name is Gazpacho, and the ball that the rabbit's carrying is its wife.
You have such a way with words.
Okay.
You should try going shopping with the fish.
I think I'm fine. I think he'd take my money.
That's so
My dog's
weird.
name is Kombucha. That's the wrong name.
Who are you?
I'm Ellia.
I've never
I'm
met
currently-
you before.
I'm currently busy lifting books, so I'll be right back.
Wow.
Who was that person?
Rhed,
All
why
right.
are you like this? Are you cursed to do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's a child.
Neri, I think if the Archbishop knew you were traveling with such interesting characters, I don't know that they would have permitted you to join this journey.
Yeah, well, I didn't know till the day of either, so sucks to suck. I'm the one that's traveling here, so.
Yes, I can't say I envy your position.
I've been fine.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. I'm just teasing.
Well then, my name is Kalain.
Mm-hmm.
I am Father Mercury's right-hand deacon,
Mm-hmm.
and I am in charge of this troubadour of clerics that I parade around.
Mm-hmm.
So if you
Go on.
Is this a religious group?
Yes, I thought that was obvious.
It
Oh,
was. She
well,
was.
allow us to introduce the goddess of our party, the goddess of tapestries.
No! Stop that!
Oh, that is this. You are going to love this story. I have to tell you later,
No.
but we could get to
No.
that later. First things foremost. Let's get to business.
yes. So
So yeah, there's an Aboleth, real close, right in Shipshaven. That is like a hub for so many people. We gotta do something about it.
a what?
Yeah, that's what I said in my sending message. There is an Aboleth just chilling in there. It's like half all
Oh,
the town just strung up as its slaves.
No,
if
I
you don't
I
know
know
what
the
Aboleth
word
is,
you
I
said
could tell
is.
you what
I
it
know you
is.
said an
Yeah.
aboleth. I don't know what an aboleth is.
Ellia?
Oh, I can explain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see, an aboleth is almost like a leech, you see, but it has a super special ability. It can control minds. Well, it can put people under spell. So what happened is a bunch of people made a pact with it, and then they're like, "Oh, if you make a pact, if you kill yourself, you could do it." And yeah,
So I
Uh,
assume if it has the power to be binded to, it's
mhm.
probably not a leech size. It kind of like holds up like a
Yeah.
2-inch with her fingers.
Yeah.
They're like the size of a leech. Like it's not that big, I
oh
assume.
no, it's a lot bigger. I'm just saying it looks like a leech, but it's a lot bigger than a leech.
I see.
Mhm. From what you told me, they were like created to like overthrow the gods by people or something too.
Mhm.
I see. That's that's a pretty serious threat.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's making pacts with people, it's probably managed to score a significant amount of power.
Yeah. And a creature like that doesn't seem like the type to be content for long with what it has.
Surely not. So, have you identified where the creature is?
Not quite, but we do have some leads. The main area of the rituals were this shack at the end of town where a lot of dead bodies. We found a ritual circle where the binding took place, but the aboleth itself, we haven't nailed the location of yet. The
I see.
yeah, the guards are all under its thrall, so it's a bit hard to safely make moves there at the moment.
Then I take it you haven't nailed down a weakness or any way that we could defeat it.
Not yet either.
I see.
The first thing I think we could try to do is find some way to resist its mind control or charms or so whatnot, so we can more safely investigate the area. Because from what I've heard, its control is pretty permanent.
Interesting.
Yeah, the only way
Well,
to break out of the spell of an aboleth is to either have it die or have you die. It's not that good.
I see. Yeah, that's not exactly
Mhm.
promising. And if we have no leads for how to find it,
Mhm.
it could prove a struggle.
I believe it has to do with
Mhm.
being underwater.
I do have its binding circle if that helps, and she's just gonna take out her spell book and just shove
Mhm.
it in.
They removed
Um,
all lighthouses in the area, so I assume it's a verse of light and lives in the water.
hmm. And she'll kind of like look
Mhm.
over the spell
Yeah.
book that you have, and after a little while, she'll go, I don't understand this jibber jabber. I'd have to hand this
Yeah.
off to somebody else.
Mhm.
But I don't see any reason as to why we couldn't pursue slaying the
Mhm.
Aboleth. But if it's as powerful as you say it is, then are you sure that 8 of us are even
Yeah.
enough?
I'm not saying let's charge in there as is with just the 8 of us. I'm saying we need to get information, we need to get resources, we need to learn what we're fighting, and first and foremost, just prepare.
Got it. Well, I don't see any issue
Mhm.
with taking some time to prep. Um, I'll have Lee look at that sigil if you don't mind,
Mhm.
Miss Ellia, right?
Well said.
I'll assume she's.
Yeah.
I'll assume she's giving consent with her silence.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me. Sorry, I was clicking the wrong alt button.
The what?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Then, in that case, I suppose if you're looking to take care of a creature and you are
Mhm.
unsure of how to deal with it, then there's really only 3 things I can recommend.
Mm-hmm.
1, you cover every option regardless, so that even if you don't know what it's weak to, when you walk in, won't even affect you because you're too prepared.
Mm-hmm.
2, you take your ass over to one of the great libraries and you see if you can find anything about an aboleth and use that information to figure out a plan.
Mm-hmm.
3, I don't know, just trend until you think you can kill it.
I like libraries.
Yeah, it seems like our best bet to start.
I also want to check out the magic shop here. Maybe there's some mind blocking spells. That sounds interesting and promising.
Yeah, that's good, but we're also, I don't think we could afford any magical items of that quality with our current funds. So it
True.
might
Well,
be
good
worth
luck
it.
getting them to sell you anything.
Yeah.
Most of them are sold that they'll get a better price selling them to a market, so they're going to try and highball you pretty hard here.
Mm-hmm.
I might
Not
be
unless you got something
able.
they think is more worthwhile.
Don't let them see you, Professor.
And well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you'd like, there's nothing stopping you from running Gauntlet, and she'll kind of
Mhm.
throw a thumb to the big crack that's in the wall,
Gauntlet?
and she'll say, "There's something in there that's kind of made the magic go a little crazy, and so it's nothing is ever the same in there. One might even say it's a mysterious dungeon."
Whoa.
Ooh. I've always wanted to go into a dungeon before. That sounds so cool. Can we go?
Hmm.
I'll have to warn you though, it's probably not going to be a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine. We're strong. We can do it. We managed to bring down that wraith from last time.
Oh, yeah, that is a whole other story.
Oh. Not to be that cat, but oh my me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There is one more thing regarding the situation at Ship's Haven as well. I'm not sure if it's related, since again it wasn't safe enough to really stick around and find out, but there was a huge encampment of bullywogs just a ways out there in the swamp, and they're also known for enslaving other humanoids and whatnot, so maybe there's a connection, maybe they're in cahoots, I don't know. Might be worth pursuing, though.
Definitely couldn't hurt to look into.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, bullywogs are nothing more than just a annoying little problem. I don't really think
Mhm.
they're smart enough to have made a pact like that.
Yeah.
But I'd be also unsurprised if the thing you say didn't also manipulate them into some kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly. If they don't have great brains, then it'd be all the more easier for the Aboleth to manipulate them without them knowing.
Well,
Mhm.
I assume I will have to write this into the no column,
Mm-hmm.
and in the meantime, I suppose get yourself settled in,
Mm-hmm.
figure out what you want to do here.
Yeah.
If you're interested in that library, I can look into it, try and find one on the map that's closest.
Yeah, I would definitely appreciate that.
slowly sneaks towards the direction of the gauntlet.
Ellia, roll stealth. Wow,
One second, my sheet's taking 3 years to load.
understandable. Have a nice day.
Oh,
Oh boy.
what the fuck?
I don't notice anything.
Hey, your friend. Hey, your friend's getting away.
Oh, Ellia.
I just want to check out the city.
If we do, we go together.
I'm not going to go in. I just want to check out the outside.
Promise me.
I promise.
Neri's gonna squint at you and may I roll an insight to see if you're truthing?
Sure.
Yep, you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
You know, technically, insight's not a lie detector, Chess. But...
Yeah.
No.
Nice. Alright, just one more thing before you scamper off. Just if you get in trouble, just I don't know, cast invisibility on yourself. Get out of there. Don't get us kicked out of any places. Just be
And
cool.
don't forget the counterspell.
Yeah, I know. And plus,
Alright.
I'm not even going to go inside. I was just going to go have Bucha go in and look for me. I could see through his eyes.
Wouldn't he get hurt in there?
I don't know.
Yeah, and like they said the magic's just like crazy in there. Who knows if your
It's
connection would
okay,
even.
Gazpacho is invincible.
Still not the dog's name.
Bucha likes really dangerous situations. He thinks it's fun, right, boy? Gives him a chin rub.
The dog barks happily.
All right, just again, be careful.
Will do.
And be back here in an hour, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna regret this, aren't I?
Probably.
Oh, most definitely.
I will
I can
consider
go with
this.
them.
You know what? Sure, consider this a trust building exercise between you two and I.
Okay, let's go, Elliot.
Yay!
Yay!
Happily skips off.
All right.
Attempts to skip,
Yeah.
stumbles, rolls.
Well, that's
Alright.
adorable.
Yeah. Once they're gone, Neri's gonna pull out as well. All right, let's get the bets going and over with. I know this is the drill.
You are aware that if they die in there, their bodies will never be found again, right?
Yeah, I've heard the rumors. But if they keep their promise and don't actually go in, we will have nothing to worry about.
All right. Well, you know your people better than I do.
I really don't.
No, they don't.
You're not here.
From the distance.
Yeah. Well, I guess that leaves you and me to relax a bit. I could introduce you to the others as well if you'd like.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you guys have been on the road for a while, you can also stay in this tent. It's a free stay location. It's just kind of a big tent that they set up where people can come in and just sleep. It's not fancy, it's just cots, but it is beds.
Yeah, I'm
I love it when
used
you
to
come across the RPG town with free healing.
Wow.
I'm so excited.
All right. Well, in this case, it looks like we're going to be doing a split party little adventure.
Yippee!
My favorite scenario,
Yeah.
splitting the party.
So we got two that want to go investigate the crevasse, and we got two that are doing something.
Yeah, thinking we catch up with the other clerics and or just investigate around the town away from the pit of despair over there.
Right. So to give you guys all like a little bit of an idea as to what the town that you're looking at looks like. You were, of course, standing right outside of a big white tent that just looks like, it kind of looks like a medical tent, to be honest. Where people, when they get injured, get shoveled into and kind of lay about during like a war kind of thing. And aside from that, you guys have passed lots of different like personal tents, some storefronts that are kind of hung up by like capes and storefronts and poles, things like that. Some people have like a permanent residence. You see like an actual like wooden shop where there's like a front window where people are kind of like trading things every now and then. You'll see a couple people come in, they'll trade in gold for items in the back, or in rarer cases, people will come up with like scrolls of paper or large magical items, and they'll cash those in, and they'll receive money in turn. Seems like a large general trading post. There are a couple of those, in fact. And when you look on the inside, you can see like a large pile of what looks like magical items that are just kind of like shoved in the back, kind of making like a pile. People are moving items from these piles and putting them into carts, which seem to be traveling off to go in different directions to go to cities for trade. And lots of different posts where there are like people analyzing these items, trying to get them identified, looking at blueprints to see what they are. Couple of people are making like potions, scrolls, enchanting items, crafting swords, all sorts of things in different little strips of the tents surrounding. And it seems to be quite a adventure-centric economy. And every now and then, even though it's very rare, it's not super common, but you'll see a couple of people, be it like one really brave and possibly stupid person going in by themselves, wearing leather armor and a short sword, going in and being like, yes, I will slay the demon on the inside, going in, and everyone's just kind of like, okay. Or they'll be like in a competent looking group with like looking like rounded, where it's like a cleric, a barbarian, a druid, and they all waltz in. They're like, yes, we will be back with cool things. And yeah. So that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea as to what kind of place you are in. All right. So with that, I will let you guys, Neri and Ari, take a little moment to think about what you would like to do.
Yes.
That is a very good question.
And while you guys mull that over, I will go to Rhed and Ellia.
Yay!
We shall converse in DMs, right, I imagine.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
All right. So, Rhed and Ellia, you guys are curious about what lies beyond the great crack in the wall.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
that's crazy.
You stare up at an earthen wall that is chipped in half where the city above seemed to have collapsed. There is shards of like marble and stone that are chipping through, creating like this illusion of like the bottom half is kind of or the bottom half is just like all dirt that's kind of seemed to naturalize and become overgrown from how long it's been fallen, to a mass amount of marble that seems to create like almost like a walkway, almost as if the wall here used to be like a city floor.
Mm.
And as you look in, you see nothing but pure darkness. Even as you see people go in with like holding torches, their flames go in for a little while and then almost disappear into nothing.
Wow.
Interesting. I am gonna have Kombucha go take a look inside and see.
Okay. So I'm going to have to look up how Find Familiar works for you. This will be very interesting.
Just speak it from Torrent's character sheet.
Yeah.
All right. So you send Kombucha in.
Also,
and
he does
kinda-
have dark vision, FYI.
that will help.
I love this drawing of Rhed and Ellia I'm doing.
They look so happy. Also, I guess she's permanently a midget.
No, it's just for silly effect.
That's
So
fair.
as he begins to go forward, you know that you have a pretty good range that you can still look and see through his eyes and ears. And you're kind of like eyeing about. But as he gets to a certain point, you feel his body sort of start to like almost disappear.
That's strange.
And just as quickly as you were able to share his senses, become fully aware of where he was, suddenly it blinks out. And it almost feels like because you were focused on his senses. Normally, when kombucha dies and you're paying attention to his senses, it's like you kind of get like shot back to your own senses. But unlike normal, you're still in his senses, but you are seeing nothing but blackness and deafness. Like you are blind and deaf, and there's like you feel nothing.
Huh. That's interesting.
And that feeling immediately goes away once you let go of the connection.
Yeah, I'm gonna let go, but I also do have an innate feeling that he's probably dead.
Not
You-
again.
because of the feeling that you had, you don't think he is dead. Actually, you
Oh,
think he
interesting.
you think it's something close to like teleportation,
Oh,
or
he's
maybe even crossing dimensions.
oh.
How's God's Pacho doing?
So he might have crossed into another dimension. So this is kind of like a portal.
Well,
Do you want to go in?
well, our prerogative was to not go anywhere. So
Hmm.
why not?
I have idea. Let's say, I shouldn't go in, but what if I were to trip in or someone were to push me in? Nudge, nudge, elbows.
Wow,
Huh?
that was mean. Why would you elbow me like that?
You should push me in. So technically I didn't go there of my own will. You pushed me in.
Why would I ever do that? Pushing people is rude.
Not if you gave them permission.
Well, if you put it that way, no.
But don't you want to go in?
Not really. That looks like the opposite of upstream.
But it looks like there's going to be so much cool stuff. You go into another dimension.
I'm not in the market for cool stuff. I'm in the market for making it to the upstream.
What is upstream?
Upstream?
Is it like where water goes up like a waterfall?
You know, I'm not sure, but that would be really cool. The upstream is what my family has been looking for generations upon generations. It's my whole purpose of being an adventurer.
Maybe in that case, if you want to find more about the upstream, we could go to the library. They have lots of books and stuff, and I'm sure they'll have something on the upstream there.
If you think so, that would be great. I've looked in libraries before and have yet to find anything.
I love libraries. I could probably find somewhere. I love them so much. I can stay 1,000 years in them if I wanted to.
That's amazing! The last library I went to, I got banned.
Why?
Because I got the books all wet.
Oh. Well, why don't we go there anyways? I know spells that will keep books dry.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Where's the library?
Good question. Can I roll? Can I go see if I could roll something, figure out where it is?
Yes. I'd say that's probably a navigation check or a history check.
Whoa.
15.
15. So with a 15, I'd say you're probably aware of about the general location of where the great libraries are. There are 4 that are commonly remembered. Not all of them are still standing, but 3 still persist. There's one that is said to be held within the great Feywilds, where you actually probably have been there once or twice, actually, having been in the Feywilds for so long. And it said that you can arrive through it if you manage to go to the Feywilds. You can find it if you know what you seek for. However, that one is probably the most complex to get to. The other 2 that are still standing is the one that stands in the Great Mountains, otherwise known as the Great Library of Tibet. And the one in the far west. No, wait. I had to do my cardinal directions again. The far west. It lies about right here-ish
Mm.
on the west coast. And that is
Man, I sure do hope libraries are public and accessible.
Yeah. I thought there was one in this city that they mentioned.
Great Library of Elytrol. Sorry, it took me a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the one nearby. The one that I thought was in the city.
There's not a great library in the city.
What about a regular one?
Yeah, what about a regular one?
A regular library? No, not here.
Oh, darn.
This is a very makeshift town. You're not gonna find like culture here.
Sounds like we have to invent culture.
What would inventing culture be like?
What do you need for a culture?
Ooh, books. Lots and lots of books. So maybe I should write my own books.
Oh boy, that's exciting. We'll also need music.
Ooh, I love
I'll also
music.
say there was once a great library about over this direction, close to where Solase was, but it was burned to the ground a long time ago.
Darn. So I can't even like go scrounge for scraps. So sad.
I mean, there's nothing stopping you.
True, but they're all ash. You can't really read ash. It's kind of hard to read ash.
Well said.
Mm-hmm. So what should we do now? I really want to go in, but you don't want to go in. We want to find out more of the upstream, but there's no libraries around here.
That's okay. We can look for some library. He starts going down.
Okay. Happily follows.
So are you guys going into the town? Or are you guys going into the crevice?
The crevice.
I'm just following.
Oh no.
There. I drew a real Ellia.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
God, what do I even say to this? That is a very interesting statement. Make me a wisdom saving throw?
Okay.
Okay.
Yo, you guys are so good at those.
Yeah.
Always. Every time. Here we go.
Yo,
11.
double
All right.
digits.
Yo, that's the number.
So, common sense roll. This is probably a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Is it for the both of us?
No, you fail.
Oh, yeah, this is a great idea.
Oh, I passed.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rhed, you are aware that this is a bad idea.
the ominous aura.
Let's go, Ellia. In fact, I think you should go first.
Okay. I want to go find Bucha anyways. Goes first.
Pretends to follow.
Where's the library? I don't see it anywhere.
Ellia, would you like to make a perception check to see if you
Yes,
or
I
are
do.
you okay?
Oh my god.
Stands perfectly still. I'm sure it's somewhere.
Rhed, make a deception check.
Okay. 18.
Cool. Okay. So, Ellia,
Yeah.
you begin to walk forward, and you feel as you begin to go forward, you feel this kind of like barrier as you begin to go forward, like sort of like you're beginning to cross into another world, a feeling that you are vaguely familiar with having traveled through the Feywilds. And it's almost like as you're walking, it's getting harder and harder to walk, almost as if you're pushing against a like thin, almost plastic-like feeling that almost wants you to be repulsed back. But as you go forward, it's almost like popping a bubble. And you know that if you go forward just a little more, you are now free on the other side. The feeling kind of washes away, it kind of goes over you, almost like a washing wave. And you feel yourself moving forward in this darkness. And as you turn around to check up on your buddy Rhed, you realize that you don't see the light behind you anymore.
Rhed? Rhed?
Do I hear Ellia?
Nope, she's gone.
Okay.
Hello?
And Ellia, as you begin to realize that Rhed is no longer with you, you turn around and you see rows of torches begin to light in an instant, and they begin to fill out a hallway that stretches out for a while, that begins to open into a very like a large rectangular room with two pillars on each side in the middle of the room, and on each side there are 8 stone statues total, 4 on each side. And on the other side of the room is a wooden door with metal beams across it. And as you realize that you have officially entered the dungeon, you realize you were alone.
Oh. Huh. Can I investigate the room, see if there's any way to get back?
Sure. Make me a. Well, I guess let's figure out. Like, let's see if you can figure it out as Elliot. What do you look at?
I'm gonna go look back at the spaces beforehand. I'm actually gonna go, since I'm here alone, I'm gonna go spend 10 minutes to cast, detect magics, like figure out all the magic parts in this space.
Okay. So you cast detect magic, and my God, you are overcome almost with how strong the magic is in this area. And you realize you are surrounded almost in every single angle, in every single molecule of the air, that everything you touch, everything you breathe, it almost feels like existence itself in this area is magical. And as you look forward at the wooden door in front of you, you can tell that whatever lies beyond that door, it only gets stronger.
Mm. I think I got a ding dong ditch. I'm gonna take out that coin I got. And I'm
The
just gonna
communication
go.
one?
Yes. And I'm just gonna go see if I can use it and just send hello?
Roll me a 1d100, please.
88.
88. Okay. It goes off successfully. You were able to communicate with the others.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, real quick out of character pause for Neri and Ari doing stuff. Would this be after we're done doing stuff? Because we have not done
Yes.
stuff yet.
I was about to say, if this is about to happen, let's go back to the others real quick.
Yeah.
So let's start. Let's go back to Rhed.
Mhm.
And Rhed,
Yeah.
you are a couple of steps into the crevice, and you can't see. You don't hear. You don't. Ellia's gone.
Do I see the light behind me? Can I leave?
Yeah. No, you haven't gone in far enough where you've gone in.
Rhed starts waddling away, kind of nonchalantly.
Any plans to go anywhere?
Probably just wander.
Just wander. All right, I like it. Give me a 1d100.
Sure. 56.
56. You know what I'd say with a 56, you probably find yourself waddling up to a small little apothecary station, where you see a man performing a bunch of chemistry on a little station behind him, with lots of bottles piled up on the back wall, where he's got a shelf that he looks like he's had delivered here. And as you're going in, you're not sure why, but something about him just kind of intrigues you a bit.
Is that apothecary I smell? Hello, my good friend. How are you today?
A man turns to look at you, and you see a bald dwarf with goggles on his head. He's wearing very rustic, very travel-worn clothes, with leather gloves that have seen their fair share of burns. And he looks at you, and he kind of blinks for a bit, and he goes, "Bread?"
Oh,
Uh, yes.
What? What are you doing here?
Oh,
What?
you
I
know,
thought
classic Rhed shenanigans looking for the upstream.
the upstream. What the hell's that?
It's my life's purpose.
Oh, so you found your mother.
Oh yes, yes, I found my dear old mom. Me ma. It took a while, but I finally found her, and she was like, "Oh, Rhed, you brave little soul, you. I think I can trust you with our family purpose of finding the upstream, and now that's my adventure."
uh, Going from saving villages, finding your mom, and now you're on a family journey. You really are an interesting son of a bitch. And he's gonna walk up and try to shake your hand.
What did you call my mother?
You know what? Didn't see that. And he's gonna kind of like waggle a finger and be like, you know what? That's on me.
Good old Rhed joke.
Good to see you, buddy.
It's great to see you too. What are you working on?
Oh, you know, I'm just still working on that big old life project, trying to find the the secret to infinite knowledge poured in a bottle.
Oh, I might have something that can help.
Really?
Yes, pulls out the professor orb. This is an orb of infinite knowledge.
What's going? Oh, hey, oh, hi. Oh, very interesting. And he's gonna like hold his hands out for Professor.
This is only borrowing, remember?
No, I would never want to keep him.
All right, here you go. Hands over, Professor.
Wait, no, wait, huh? Wait, what's going on? Wait, huh? What am I doing? What am I doing? Wait, hold on. And he's gonna take Professor, and he's gonna walk over to the table, and say, "Oh my God, wow! I didn't think one of these were still around." He kind of like tosses Professor around like all sorts of willy nilly, putting him like upside down, holding up his arms and stuff. And Professor's just like, "What is going on? What is going on?
He likes it when you water him.
Please don't water me." Mm, I don't think he likes that, actually. He seems pretty upset by the idea of being watered.
Oh, he's just tsundere.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Why did you say it?
You know me, classic Rhed joke.
You know what? Fair enough. And as he begins to speak with the professor, your coin in your pocket begins to buzz.
Oh,
And as you pick it up, you hear the voice of one Ellia.
but then the scene ends.
Then the scene ends. And then we go to Neri and Ari.
Yippee!
Hey, that's us.
That is us. We are chilling. We are feeling good. We're getting a nice break, a breathing room. Oh, yes, Ray. Do you want to say what we want to do, or shall I?
You can do it.
Yes. The current game plan for the productivity duo is to go around and talk to the little adventurers that have been in and out of the dungeon to try and gather knowledge. That, and we both want to do some silly RP with each other at some point as well during the whole kerfuffle.
Very nice. So, I feel like it's very easy to be like, oh, if we want to check out this thing, let's go try and add somebody.
Yeah.
There appears to be kind of like a table where you notice people seem to be like well armored, uh, uh, well armored people carrying multiple weapons seem to be talking with people who seem to be looking very official, holding clipboards,
Mhm.
signing papers, all sorts of things. And you're kind of thinking, oh, maybe this is kind of like, I don't know, like a sign up table or something. I don't know. If people are going to throw their lives away, I don't know. I don't know if you have to sign like a paper or not. So you're like, yeah, sure, let's go check that out. And as you go up, you can hear people seemingly striking deals, having conversations about like, oh, by the way, this is what happens. Like, oh, blah 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 blah. This is the big interest of like, this big interest of our company. We're trying to get items and stuff. Blah 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 blah. And you kind of hearing like bits and tidbits of people like exchanging conversations. And you figure hearing this kind of conversation that you could probably get any question you want answered here.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have several questions. So I guess first and foremost, like, what are some notable threats inside this whole labyrinth in there? What are some tall tales about what lurks in the deep dark depths?
Are you gonna walk up to somebody and ask that?
Not those exact words, but kind of like eavesdropping and start a conversation with someone who seems like what they know what they're talking about. It's like, hey, we're thinking of heading in there, but trying to get some information first, figure out what we might be dealing with if we're in over our heads. You seem like you have a good head on your shoulders. What's inside that thing?
One of the people
Mhm.
at the table, as you kind of like start
Mhm.
asking these questions generally
Mhm.
around, will go, "Here, come here,"
Yeah.
and we'll kind of like do that like little finger thing where he's
Mhm.
like I don't know, what do you
Yeah.
call that when he like come
Beckon.
here with his finger? Yeah,
Yeah.
beckon. He beckons you.
Yeah. We are beckoned.
And he goes, "Look, if you're here to sign up to go into the thing, if you're to go into the dungeon, then this is where you do it. Look,
Mhm.
you look pretty well equipped, so I could believe it.
Mhm.
You and he points at you, Neri. You look
Yeah.
like some of the others that have been here, but I haven't spoken to you personally. So are you with
Mhm.
those Vis cleric guys?
Indeed, I am.
And do you need a rundown of what's going on?"
I know the general rundown of its mysterious dungeon. The layout changes every time you go in. Go in, get items, get out. Don't die. But anything
The
beyond
walls
that,
are
I don't.
shifting.
Yep, the walls are shifting.
Well, that's a very basic way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, basically,
Mm-hmm.
once you go through the barrier in the wall, you and those in close proximity with you will be able to enter together.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure to stand close with each other, hold hands, even if that helps you, because you know
Mm-hmm.
it is sometimes even uncertain
Yeah.
if you guys are not in close ties with each other that you will even end up in the same room. When you're in, you'll most likely be faced with different trials with puzzles and monsters. Seems to have adapted some of the culture of the city when it fell. So there's lots of art, architecture. Some of
Mm-hmm.
it probably real, some of it probably fake. But honestly, we can't tell no differences.
I
On
see.
the inside, you'll find plenty of cool things that our company here is trying to make exist again, because the floating cities had technology that we even here on the ground below never even got to see. So with technology like that, I'm sure we could probably find a way to fix our planet.
Mm-hmm.
And if not,
Oh,
we'd make a good buck off of it. So doing some good trade between some of the folk that come in and out, that's kind of how our business stays together.
yeah, that's
Once
fair.
you've gone in far enough and you think you've had your fill and you want to go home, then you can well, you can't just leave.
Yeah.
Uh, there is kind of like pathways, and you have to know where to go in order to find an exit. Otherwise, you'll just
Mhm.
end up lost.
Yeah. Guess
So
so. Like, what would an exit usually look like? What are the signs of a escape route?
well, normally you know you found the exit when you find sunlight again.
Ah.
That's not always the case. We've heard stories of people going in and finding an exit, but it has them end up like somewhere on some part of the city above. And it's not the same exit as the big wall you see right there, and it'll
Mm-hmm.
gesture to the crack. Um, Mainly knowing what to find is getting further and further away from the magic.
Mm-hmm.
When you get closer and closer to the magic, it grows more chaotic and powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to basically go back the way you came. But that's
Yeah.
not always guaranteed. Sometimes you'll need to go further into the magic to find a place that even can go back out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I get the gist of it. Kind of like some big, thick metaphorical forest. See what there's the outside of it, and sometimes there's the clearings you could escape from.
How did
Exactly.
something like this even get here?
Well, that's kind of what we're trying to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
We figured that there was so much magic within the core of the city that when it kind of fell to the earth, um, something kind of caused it to create some sort of
Mm-hmm.
chaotic rift,
Like a portal?
something like that.
Yeah, it's not another dimension, is it? I don't want to fall into the in-between because of this.
It's well, I don't think you'd die as a result of going into the in between here. I think this is more like if I understand it well enough, it's kind of like a pocket dimension, kind of.
Hmm. It's kind of like space inside a bag of holding instead of a true other dimension.
I'd say so
Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose.
because there's no real way to get inside of it except for the cracks that you see over there.
Mm-hmm. I see. And are there any reports of like specific threats or monsters in there we should be aware of, or is it all just balls to the walls chaos?
Everybody comes back with a story of different things. If I
Hmm.
tried to tell you every single thing that I've heard, we'd be here for hours.
Yeah, that's fair, I suppose.
Sketch said balls.
Yeah. Well, Neri said it, not me.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
but okay.
Neri has a bit more colorful language. But yes. Alright, do you have any more additional questions? That's most of what I wanted to gather.
Unfortunately, her question was not fully answered.
Yeah.
Not anyone's fault.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of knowledge was lost during the Holy War and all that. It was kind of just people were focused on surviving more than they were documenting everything.
I mean, if you are looking for answers as to why it exists, then feel free to go in and try it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That does
That's
sound
probably
like
your
a
best
good
bet
way
to
to
find
find
out.
out. Just
Yeah.
go in and see.
Yeah, so I guess last question, if we were to sign up to go in there, was there like any stipulations on this contract would you have to go in there? Would going in there without one be illegal or something?
No, the contract is just for people who want to make money off of this
Uh,
consistently.
Hmm.
There are people who come here so often that it's basically their job, and that's what the contract is.
I
There's
see.
nothing stopping you from just going in and doing whatever you want in there, coming out and selling whatever you find. It's just probably not going to be at the same rate as those who have signed contract to do this for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think we'll be sticking along for that long, but so maybe another day on that part.
Yeah, because I mean, we can't exactly stop people from going and killing themselves. So
Mm-hmm.
we've
Haha.
tried, and enough people will sneak in when we're not looking. So
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your knowledge. Me and my friend will be on our way now, I suppose. Or before we
Thank you.
yeah, before we head back to the other clerics, can I talk to you for a bit? Walk and talk?
Me or the
You.
or oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You.
oh
Right
yeah,
there.
I thought you were talking to me too. I
No.
was gonna be really like, I can't leave my
Yeah, no.
post. Yeah, that makes more
I'm
sense.
yeah. Alright,
Sorry,
well
I got a little excited because I thought somebody actually wanted, like hear
hey
more from me than just like basic information about this
look.
stupid hole.
Yeah, well, if you want to go out and get a drink later once you're off your shift, I'll be at the clerics with the clerics in the tent over there. Hit me up. Name's Neri.
No, you're sweet.
Yep,
Thank you, Neri.
yep. This gives finger guns a wink and walks out backwards.
Roll a charisma check.
Nice. I'm guidancing. Just raw charisma.
Yeah.
Alright, where's my sheet? There's my sheet. Guide the dance. It's mid. Like sneezes on his way out, but
he thinks you're an all right guy.
yeah. Very good. Oh, I didn't guidance that. But I don't think it matters.
He thinks you're an all right guy who thought it was
Yeah.
a little weird that you tapped yourself with a magic spell, but he didn't question it.
Yeah, in that case, I'm not. No guidance. Alright, anywho. We're moving out. How does Ari look
Yeah.
like she's doing after that?
Oh, a little better
Yeah.
hearing about the whole
Mm-hmm.
trademark.
TM. Alright, but yes,
Oh.
the whole...
The claw.
What were you talking about?
Right. Yeah, Ari still looks a little nervous.
Yeah. Now we're outside, kind of, I don't know, just, are you doing alright? Notice you've been kind of shaken up ever since I showed you to my folks over there. Is it something they said?
She's fine. She's just after hearing about this giant god killer thing, and now we're in a religious encampment.
Well, I wouldn't describe it as religious, just... Look, the clerics of Vis are all good people, I can assure you that much.
This one is just used to introducing herself as a more than mortal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're us clerics might be skeptical of all that. I do believe there is truth to that, though. You don't seem like a dishonest person.
Yeah, so lately the proof has been
Mm-hmm.
ignoring the tapestry.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too. You that seemed to exhaust you a lot yesterday.
It did. But it's fine.
Yeah, look, I know Ellia can be a bit much, but I'm sure she wouldn't hold it against you. She wouldn't hold it against you if you said this is a bit too much. Let's talk later.
She knows she wouldn't hold it against her.
Mm-hmm.
But that does not mean that she wouldn't keep talking regardless.
And in that case, you come to me and I'll cast a cozy bubble of silence around us.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, lately the proof of potential divinity
Mm-hmm.
has been in the opposite direction of what I've wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And not to say as the mortal direction, more like, she'll hold her paws up
Yeah.
over her head and like splay out her fingers like antlers.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, whatever it is, I'll help you figure it out. You're a good person, and I'm not sure what's going on, but it seems rough, and I don't think you deserve it.
Thank you, Neri.
Yeah. Regardless of if you're a god or a mortal or whatever else, I think this RA person is pretty neato.
She'll give like a aw,
Mhm.
and then quickly clear her throat. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Puffs out her chest.
Uh-huh. Well, if you're feeling better, I could introduce you to the rest of my friends that arrived here. I never really got to talk about our whole group yet, but I could save that for when we get back with the others. Say, how do you think Rhed and Ellia are doing, anyways?
That's a good question. Do you think that they actually listen to you?
Well, I don't imagine they'd be that. What's the word?
Reckless, stupid,
Yeah, those words.
untrustworthy.
Not. Yeah, well, they're a little dense, but I don't think they do something that that much self-harm, so to speak. Going in there just on their own would be complete suicide. Like we have no on their own would be no healing, no guidance, no knowledge.
No us.
Yep.
I think we have both made it clear that we are quite capable.
Yeah. Besides, as I said, this is gonna be a good trust-building exercise between me and them. I'm asking, like, the bare minimum here. If they can't meet that, then... Whew, I don't know.
Well, if they can't, she isn't going to go all beast mode, but she might go savage.
Yeah.
Which she assures you is much nicer.
Valid.
And
Alright.
as you guys are enjoying a nice little laugh between each other with this comical little moment, you guys notice that your phone is starting to ring. The little coin in your pocket starting to go.
Oh, hey, how about that?
Man, do you think they learned some, like, knowledge from the folks by the gate or something? This is pretty quick. How long are we been out for? Like, 15 minutes?
Has it even been 10?
How long has it been, Julie?
Probably
2 minutes.
no. Probably like 10 minutes.
Ah, yeah, just 10 minutes.
It's fine.
Hello?
Neri.
Hello, Ellia.
Oh, I wasn't trying to reach you. I was trying to reach Rhed. We were going to go to this library, but then he never came. So I've been sitting in this room waiting for him for a bit.
What
Library?
There's no library in the city. The clerics are gonna look for the location of one of the great libraries. None of those are here.
Rhed said that we could find a library if we went down this hole, and we went down it, and
Wait.
then I was waiting for him, and he never came.
Where do you find this hole?
I think it was near that place I went to check out. And then he said that there were, like, there was a hole, so there was probably multiple paths. So we could probably get there.
Real quick.
So I've been
Neri's like looking down the street at the crevasse into the mystery dungeon. Can you describe this hole to me, Ellia?
Yeah, so you said, it's like that mystery dungeon hole, but it looks really similar actually. So the thing is, if you go straight, you go into the dungeon, but if you make some turns, you'll be able to see if you could get to a library. And I made some turns, and I think I'm in the library right now. I've been waiting here for like 10 minutes. No one came. So I want to see how Rhed was doing.
Ellia, last name. Are you in the dungeon?
I don't know. I thought this was the library. I was waiting.
Rhed, are you on the line? Or you see like Neri kind of like starting to like clench the coin a bit tighter. He's going white knuckled. Explain.
You and she both.
I know you can hear me. Answer right the fuck now, or I'm coming over there and driving my pike through your skull.
The coin.
Uh-huh.
You were in my pocket the whole time. I was wondering where the Percy Jackson Iris phone call was coming from.
Rhed?
Hello, what's going on?
What is going on, Rhed?
I don't know.
Rhed,
Ellie was going off about some sort of library and then ran into the hole.
Wait, what are you talking about? You said that the library was here and you wanted me to go first.
I don't know where a library is.
Neri looks over to Ari. What's she looking like right now?
Pursed lips, wide eyes, clenching the coin. Like, are you serious? Is he serious? What the hell is wrong with these two?
I was wondering where you got up to, Ellia. I thought you ran off of Gazpacho.
Rhed?
No, I've been sitting in this room for the past like 10 minutes. I was trying to find a way back, but then the back is gone.
What room?
It looks like a room with a bunch of armor. There's a wooden door. It's also full with a lot of magic, but I didn't want to go
Ellia?
that far.
Elliot,
Huh? Yeah.
make me a perception check.
Oh God.
Okay. 20.
Elliot, after you're talking on this phone, you're kind of doing circles in this room. You realize after kind of walking around for a bit, you peek your eyes up and you realize that the statues that are in the room have moved.
I think that
They've
there's moving statues as well.
they've moved like a step or two closer to you when your back was turned.
Oh God.
Don't blink.
All right, Elliot, you listen to me very carefully. It sounds
Yeah?
like you're in the dungeon. You're in the
I
gauntlet right
kind of
now.
figured that now.
Yeah.
How do I
Look,
get out?
it's randomized in there. There is no clear exit, but all of them, you need to find sunlight. Sunlight generally leads to an escape. Ari,
Okay.
Ari and I will be in there shortly. We'll find you. Red,
Wait,
you are
wait,
going in there
where's
too.
Rhed?
Yes, good luck, team.
Red, meet me at the entrance to the gauntlet. Or
Yes,
else.
sir. Why are you threatening me? I didn't do anything wrong.
Then come over to me and prove it, will you?
Yes, I'm on my way. Sorry, old dwarf man. I gotta go.
Mhm.
Oh, that's okay, man. Thanks for letting me borrow this orb.
The
No
what?
problem. Let's go, Professor.
You better still have the professor with you.
Of course.
One of us needs to confiscate him from Red.
I thought I was holding it. I could have sworn. I was holding
Taking
it.
it from you in your sleep.
Yeah. But first things first. God fucking damn it.
Deja vu.
Mhm.
First things first.
All right.
And now I'm here.
Yeah. Are we all at the entrance? Is Red here? Is he real?
Are any of us?
Does Red actually show up?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Is Red
So then,
real? No. But yeah, Red's there.
No, he's actually a character in a game.
He can't hurt
Crazy.
us.
All right. So the three of you stand outside, staring at the great divide in this wall.
Yeah.
Let's keep flying.
Yeah, Neri's got a rather roughly grab Red by the wrist and extend
Oh.
his other arm out for Ari to take.
Yep. This
Okay.
is for your safety, Rhed.
I would have followed along.
It's not that simple.
Yeah, Neri will be quiet and just drag you guys in.
This isn't so that to make sure you follow. This is to make sure we do not get split up.
Oh, okay.
All right. So here's what's going to happen, guys.
Mhm.
Corin,
Yeah.
you are going to GM roll a 1d100 so that only you and I can see.
Okay.
Cool. So with that, everyone else, Sasha, Sketch, Ray,
Who?
I don't know who those people are.
Yeah.
Huh?
roll a 1d100 publicly.
She's never met these people. 41.
72.
7.
Lucky number 7.
Got it.
We'll see how lucky that actually is.
All right. So I am now going to roll my own 1d100 to see what kind of environment you guys end up in. Oh, that's
Why do you have to
interesting.
go and say something,
Oh,
Ari?
Oh, that's incredibly interesting, actually. Holy shit. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Why are you bully to me? I never did anything wrong.
Didn't Ellia
Hmm.
mention something about you and saying there's a library down here?
Yeah, I was on the phone too. I heard that. It's
Mhm.
stupid. Why would there be a library in a hole?
You tell me, buddy.
I don't know.
Red, I have known you for like
4
2 or
days.
3 days, and this sounds exactly like something you would do already.
Listen to me very carefully. Of
I'm
course,
listening.
I know there would be no library in a scary hole.
That's not. Then why would you ever say it?
I didn't. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Hey, red herring. Have you ever heard the story about the boy who cried direwolf?
No.
That explains a lot.
All right. So, whew. Rhed, Ari, and Neri.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
You guys begin to walk through this inky blackness. You guys go through a similar feeling that that Elliot had gone through,
Mhm.
going through finding this barrier that seems to almost want to push you back, and it breaks the second you reach a certain point, and you find yourself standing in a dark corridor where the light has gone out behind you. And as you begin to walk forward, you find yourself standing what appears to be almost in an underground environment. You are standing on black stone. And as you look out, you see a purple horizon with floating stones similar to the ones that you're standing on. Flying back islands that seem to be splattered about in every sort of direction, with no real way to no real true direction to go.
Oh God, we're in hell.
Close. Ari,
Underhill.
Oh boy.
Ari,
Ari.
Ari, you're not sure what it is. You're not sure why. And you're not even sure if you like this feeling, but you feel like you're back home.
Uh-oh.
hmm. Where? Why? She is unsure about this all of a sudden.
You and me both.
No, I mean, very as in unsure, as in this place is not a place I like specifically.
Hmm.
Get over yourself. Everything's gonna be a-okay.
Red?
She's going to glare at you.
Neri glares in
Huge smile.
synchronized unison.
Unfazed.
And as you guys take a moment to get used to your new environment, we're going to go back to Elia.
Mm-hmm.
Elia, the others have hung up on you,
Okay.
and you are in a room where the statues seem to be getting closer every time you blink.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm only going to blink with one eye and then blink with the other eye. So that way I have one eye open at all times.
Very nice.
And I'm just going to go to the door because, yeah, this is creepy.
Really hard to do, actually, if you like to try.
That is hard to do. Especially because your natural instinct will take over and be like, blink, blonk.
Blunk, blink.
Your natural instinct will be to close both eyes before you open another eye.
No, actually, mine is one or the other. I could
Oh,
do
yeah,
Well,
one.
aren't
Corinne's a
you-
freak, I forgot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's interesting. So tell me how you're going to get around the statues without them moving, even though you, because like, yeah, sure, you're closing one eye, then opening it, then closing the other eye, but you are going to have to turn your back on at least 4 of these statues at a time in order to get across the room.
Run.
That'll do it. So you
I have
break into-
something called legs. I can run.
So you break into a full sprint across the room, and you slam yourself onto the wooden door and turn yourself around. And the statues have moved a little closer. Not like super close, but like perhaps they've moved like 5 feet closer. And the time it took you to sprint across this 60 foot
Yeah.
room. So they're not fast. And you're probably about like 25 feet away from the next closest one. So you reckon that you could probably try and get out of this room in about 5 turns before they catch up.
Okay.
And then they speed up.
I fortunately have Misty Step prepared just in case, but I'm gonna go try and make a run for it.
You are at the door
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
already.
Yeah. Can I open it?
It is locked.
Nice.
Fuck you, I Eldritch Blast it.
Then you start blasting.
Roll the hit.
What is the door's AC?
I'm also going to be using one of my magic items. I forgot what's it called. It's essentially the one where I take 10.
Okay.
Yeah, my
So-
clockwork amulet.
So what is your to hit?
To hit is +8, so it's 18.
Got it. Roll damage.
Yo.
Wait. I have 2 blasts, right?
Yeah.
You do. So roll another one.
8.
I will say that one's the 16.
Yeah.
So as these blasts fire into this wall, something weird happens. The door, even though you ran into it and you were certain that this door was wood because you fucking ran into it. You hit it with this eldritch blast and it turns into rubber. And it
Huh.
almost like caves in as the eldritch blast hits it before it like bounces back and kind of does like a wobble.
I'm going to look around the room, I guess, since I can't break through. Is there a key anywhere? Anything of
Oh.
note?
Yeah, make me a perception check.
Yo, that's
Good.
crazy.
You know what? Where are you looking specifically?
I'm going to go look at the statues. See if I have to run and grab them.
All right. So with a 12, if you're checking the statues, then you would see attached to one of the fingers of the statue is a key ring.
And then I started blasting.
You're gonna start blasting the statues.
Yes.
All right. So I'm not gonna make you roll for this one. The exact same thing that happens with the door seems to happen with the statues.
What the hell?
You hit them with the Eldritch Blast, and almost as if they're made of rubber, they start to wobble.
Okay, how far are they from me?
Probably only like 20 feet by this point.
Okay. Hold on. Perfect. I cast Mage Hand.
That'll do it. You cast Mage Hand. Just for the sake of seeing if anything interesting happens, why don't you roll sleight of hand?
Oh boy. This isn't even my own hand. Oh, thank God.
All right, with a 16, you managed to get the key ring just fine.
Yeah.
You float it back over to you, and you have got yourself a key.
I unlock the door. I push in. I slam it behind me.
It opens just fine. You slide on through, and you slam it as you hear the sound of grating feet slowly approaching the door.
Whew. That was scary. Where am I now?
You stand in an inky black hallway where you should normally be able to see shades of gray, but instead all you see is darkness. And you see two tunnels, one to the left, one to the right. And at the end of each appears to be, let me roll. Oh my God.
Oh.
So on the left, you swear you see sunlight. And on the right, you see a sort of like reddish orangish glow. Almost as if like a sunset color.
Ooh.
And when you left, you could have sworn it was still like 3 p.m.
Okay. I was rolling to see if Ellia would actually follow, but she would walk towards the sunlight.
All right. You walk towards the sunlight and you find yourself walking out back at the crevice that you came from.
Yeah. Ah. I take out my coin. Hey, so I found my way out of the crevice. Should I go back in and find you guys if you're still there?
You what?
Yeah, I found my way out.
We just got in. How?
I don't know. I just left the room and I found my way out.
Wait
Yes,
there.
come help us.
No, wait there.
Okay.
Stay right there.
Wait
else.
for us.
Okay.
Prove you
Tina's
can
like
do
my
this
silly-
one thing for me. I said this would be a trust exercise. Did I not, liar?
Who would?
I said
You're
I
talking
would.
to me?
I said I would.
Good. Keep this
I-
one this time.
Why are you calling me a liar?
You promised me you would not go into this thing.
I thought this was a library, genuinely.
Really?
Yeah.
Roll insight disadvantage. You can't see her, so it's hard to tell.
Mm-hmm. 24?
That is between you two.
The thing is, Elliot's actually pretty genuine about this.
Yeah, so I imagine you would a 24 pass whatever set DC for
Yeah.
truth in you have in your brain.
Yeah. Because I think you know by now, her perception of the world has been, you
Mhm.
know, now that especially you know that she comes from Feywild, her perception of the world is extremely skewed. So, yeah, so maybe from where she's from,
Yeah.
maybe underground dimensional libraries are actually not like
Mhm.
unheard of or strange. So she
Also-
actually believed it.
I just want to say
Mhm.
the Great Library that's in the Feywilds is literally called the Great Hall of Knowing Things.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
say.
Da.
Yeah, I really do be like that.
And You meant it too when you said Rhed told you that there was a library in here, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, he told me to go forward because it was a bit dark, and I did.
That's the opposite of. That's exactly. Objection, Your Honor. They changed their testimony.
Ellia, I'm sorry for snapping at you a moment ago. I believe you. Rhed,
It's fine.
I'm not lying.
roll deception.
No, I'm not lying.
Are we gonna insight deception off or
It's not deception. I never said there was a library down there. Like, genuinely.
really?
Didn't you literally say she should go look for the library down there?
I said, hey, I know, let's go look for a library. And then I went off in a direction. The direction just so happened to be a chasm.
Well, you knew the chasm was the Gauntlet.
No,
We were told that when we walked in.
I wasn't paying attention. As in Rhed wasn't
Yeah.
paying attention.
Yeah, and I don't think Neri believes you, though, given everything that's happened. Again, crying direwolf here.
Believe or not believe, but I honestly did not tell them to go down there.
Regardless of what you said, it is because of your words and actions that she and now us are in this situation.
Okay, that one is a deception check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I didn't tell her to go in. Oh, well, I just tell her to go
You
first.
did.
So that's different.
You did actually tell her to go down there.
Yeah.
You literally said you should go first.
All right, insight that.
All right. Given that Neri has a lot of reason to be suspicious right now, could I have a good old advantage?
No.
Aw.
Look, you don't have to roll the insight if you don't want to.
I do want
You
to.
can just say I don't believe you.
Yeah.
And this
Neri,
is-
yeah.
You guys don't have to roll between each other.
Yeah, in that case, Neri's there. I would not do it in that case. Neri does not believe. Rhed has
Well, good for you.
cried wolf a few too many times.
I've never done anything wrong.
When we get out of this, you and I are going to have a long talk. And if I don't like what I hear, neither of us are going to like what's going to happen.
Okay. Also, Julian, I just want to make sure. Before we got to this city, we were walking for 9 hours, you said? And we haven't rested since?
You guys took a long rest, and then there was like 9 hours
Mm-hmm.
between that. So, yeah, if you did your ritual, then you would have spent 2 third level spell slots.
All right, just making sure. How long has it been since we got into the town?
Not long. It's been like maybe like 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
It took you 20 minutes to cause chaos.
I didn't do anything. I want to get out of here just as much as you do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you understand how much I want to leave.
Yeah, Neri's still holding her hand. Neri clenches it a little tighter. We'll get out of here.
Follow the sunlight.
That is what I said earlier. Let's get moving.
Oh, what a genius idea, Ellia. I'm glad you came up with it.
Alright. Why shouldn't I push him off right now?
Because
All
I
right,
drew
gang.
these fantastic
Whisper.
sleeping angels. Look at them, they're silly.
That would sound very tempting, but it would technically be murder.
I've done a lot of that in my past. Don't you worry.
I'm pretty sure I have as well.
I've
Would it
never
be
murdered
best?
anyone. I'm part of this conversation. I sidled in between you two.
We're moving.
I will claw you in the face.
We're moving.
Ow. So how do we plan to jump from floating space rock to floating space rock?
Here, I will jump a little bit, test the gravity here. This feels a little funny.
From where we're standing, if we look hard enough, like if I were to roll a perception, could I try to see any glimmer of light whatsoever in this darkness? Outside of like whatever radiation there is.
Like what do you mean?
Like, can I figure out a direction to go? Do I see off in the horizon like sunlight, like yellow sunlight at all? If I roll for it, like can I try to look for that with a perception?
Yeah, I think it's possible from where you are.
3!
I think I will
Yeah,
also
you
roll.
you see the inky darkness of the abyss. It looks nothing like sunlight. Neri, you see the inky inky darkness of the abyss. It
Mhm.
looks nothing like sunlight.
Yeah, Ari.
Ari.
Ari, you see the inky abyss of the you see the inky darkness of the abyss. It looks like it doesn't look like sunlight, except you see something a little different.
Oh.
You see in the far reach, you realize that the kind of islands that you're standing on make a circle. And at the far end, on the opposite end of the circle, you swear you can see maybe not sunlight, but it looks like another color, another light, another place you can go.
She's gonna just point. That looks somewhat promising.
I don't see
Roger
anything,
that.
but I'll take your word for it.
Red's
Oh.
gonna immediately jump in the direction that Ari was pointed.
I'm not
Neri.
stopping him.
Neither will I.
And you are surprised by how much air Red is actually able to get.
Mm-hmm.
Like if what the next floating rock or whatever is like far away, he's still probably able to reach it. Thanks to boots of heading upstream. Just so you know, Julian.
Mm-hmm. What is your jump distance? I'm curious.
I mean, what is it? How do you calculate jump distance?
3 plus your strength.
3 plus my strength.
Yes.
So 9. Like that's with the times 3.
All right. For a long jump, it says you can leap a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet before the jump. For a high jump, it is 3 plus your strength.
Yes, with a running jump, I can jump 9. Does that reach the next rock, Julian?
Yeah, I'd say it's a very safe jump.
Okay.
They're all like far and few between, and as you're going through, it actually looks like sometimes there are more rocks that kind of like pass through, and you are able to make other jumps that, as these rocks pass by, make it a little easier for you to trek by.
Oh my god, it's Frogger.
It is not Frogger.
It's Frogger.
Yeah.
If anything, it's closer to Crossy Road.
Yeah. Yeah. While Ari and Neri are hanging back, kind of like slowly looks over to you like, so what do you make of him?
He might just be that stupid.
Possibly.
Or there's what does he gain from this?
I know. That's what I've been wondering this whole time. I figured he was strange,
She
a little
doesn't understand. He makes no sense.
strange, a little eccentric, but not malicious, I thought, but his mind is
Same, but this is the first time that she has doubted that.
same.
But why? Why now?
I hope I'm overthinking this here, but hear me out. We know his mind is weak, from what we've seen at least. Is that fair to describe it, you think?
I suppose.
We don't know for sure what he got into when we were fighting the Wraith. Do you think the Aboleth somehow influenced him? And if the Aboleth knows that we know, this could be it trying to get rid of us. Through him.
That actually sounds possible.
I really
And she
hope.
doesn't like it.
Same. I hope I'm overthinking it, because we really don't know what happened while he was gone, but...
On one hand, it would be better if you were overthinking. On the other hand, it'd be nice to have an explanation.
Yeah. Let's hope for the best for now, but be careful and keep an eye out for any especially odd behavior.
That will be difficult.
Yeah. Saving the world's difficult also.
True.
So let's try and get moving, I guess.
This place feels so familiar, though, and yet I have never seen a place like this.
Are you gonna be okay? Especially after everything else?
Oh, we shall see.
If you're feeling off, just let me know and I'll see what I can do to help.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you for trusting me, and let's be on our way.
All right. Gang?
Hey, I'm so far across. What took you guys so long?
Perception checks.
Okay.
Yippee!
But I made one earlier.
I'm good at those.
20.
16.
Ooh.
This one's for something a little different.
Yeah?
Yeah. So,
I'm not bothered.
so Ari, you swear you
Shit.
hear yeah. Where you hear the sound of a fly?
Buzz?
Beelzebub?
Does
You hear
Sorry, that's a different
the
campaign.
buzzing of a fly. And then you hear it again. And then you realize you hear multiple flies. Neri, you start to hear it too. And as you turn and look in the distance and give it a little squint, you see very large, almost human-sized flies in the distance beginning to close in. And you see creatures that look like this. I'm going to post it in Silence of Death. You see creatures that look like this
Oh boy.
in the distance.
Oh, that was spooky.
Oh, fuck yeah. These are awesome.
Look, they're not Beelzebub, so I'm not listening.
I want to ride one.
And they are slowly approaching.
Go, 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 go.
And away we go.
All right, everybody. Give me athletics checks to see how well you pursue the other side.
Yeah. All right. I have a potential spice to add on to the athletics.
Yeah, if you can give me some justification for as to why you think you could get bonuses to the athletics, feel free to justify it now.
I have boots.
Yeah, you have boots, so make it with advantage.
All right, for me, Uh,
this is my advantage roll.
yeah.
12.
Yeah, two things to potentially alter it. I'll be using if I can, good old lightning door to like kind of grapple and swing on stuff to kind of help close the gap, pull me closer to stuff, pull stuff closer to me.
That's a fun use of lightning lore.
Yeah.
I like that.
It
I like
is.
that a lot, actually.
Mm-hmm.
All
And-
right, I like that. I'll say
Mhm.
that is a +5 to your roll.
Nice. And on top of that, we're using enhanced ability, strength.
All right, that'll give you advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you guys would like, you guys can roll acrobatics. Sorry, I should have given you the choice.
Yeah.
I would simply like to posit that Ari is already a cat and is incredibly good at this sort of thing.
Yeah, I
Great.
mentioned
So,
yeah.
mind posting your Cat's Grace feature?
Yes.
I mean, I know. Look, I know what it says, but
That's crazy.
I've used it out of combat before, and if not, I will take inspiration from Neri and use Thorn Whip the same way. That's genius.
Yeah.
Um.
Doing team parkour here.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, even though we're not in combat, we are in danger, and I feel like that adrenaline rush might be enough to kind of proc the good old feline shield.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
If anything, that would make you stressed, and I think you should have disadvantage. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
You guys are professional.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna roll. Yeah, I'm rolling
All right.
flat.
So,
I'm rolling athletics. I'm gonna add the +5 on in my brain after.
yes,
And
that
it's
works.
Same deal goes for me.
29.
All right, I prefer acrobatics, by the way.
Yes.
Getting some good drawings out of this.
That is a 25.
All right. So even with Rhed having like a good head start
Mhm.
in front of you guys, it does not take you long to catch up and even pass Rhed.
Mhm.
Using your tandem abilities of pulling rocks down, getting a good hop, and sprinting across, you find a good rhythm in traveling across. Where Rhed seems to be taking their time, timing jumps, and maybe doesn't even realize that there's even danger present, and it's just like, oh, why are those guys in a hurry?
Look behind you.
Why would I do that?
Then just run if you don't feel like looking behind you.
It's hard to run when you're jumping.
Neri does a cool flip.
Jump faster.
I'd say by this point, Rhed, you can hear the sound of buzzing behind you.
Rhed stops in his place and takes out the little fly charms in his pocket. Are you speaking to me? Beazle? Bub?
It does not respond.
Puts his ears to them closer. The buzzing get louder.
The buzzing does get louder,
Oh my
but
god.
not in the way that you think. It sounds like something distant is getting closer instead of you holding it to your ear.
Can I make another perception check?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Now that's strange. The noise isn't coming from the flies. Looks up. Oh! They're coming from the flies. He starts running.
All right. What is everyone's speed?
30.
Can you
no
repeat
matter
the
what.
question, please?
What is your speed?
Technically, with feline agility, it is
It is
A lot.
30.
Yeah.
30 no matter what.
Well,
60. Excuse me, 60.
you can get a burst of speed to go 120, and then you go back to 60
Until you go 0.
Well,
until you go
my
0.
starting speed is 30. I don't have Long Strider prepared. So my top speed right now is 60 at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine
Is it the same for everybody else?
Yeah.
My top speed. If
Actually, no,
dashing, would
Julian,
be
you're right. I'm
60.
sorry. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, 120 in one short burst and then 60.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say you guys probably are a little bit ahead of Rhed.
Mm-hmm.
Probably maybe 30 feet with how well you rolled. And the flies from behind are catching up really fast, and you're maybe only halfway there. These flies have a
sorry.
fly speed of 60, and they're dashing towards you guys. So they are moving at 120 feet
Mm-hmm.
towards you guys in a turn. So, how would you guys feel about a skills challenge?
Perhaps. I do have a potential plan for myself as well, but
I guess.
Mhm.
I don't know what this means.
means
So a
it,
skill challenge
yeah.
means you guys are going to be tasked with explaining how you guys are going to get away
Mm-hmm.
from the flies pursuing you by using your skills, your spells, your abilities, anything you have in your pocket to try and justify why you might be able to get away from these fucking flies. Your
Okay.
goal is to get to the light at the end of the tunnel, quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
That or you guys can stay and fight these flies.
No.
There are only 2. So if you're feeling brave, you could try and fight them. But that is up to you guys.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna be real, they look a little strong.
Yeah, let's hopefully not.
So we are going to start from the top and make our way down.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to give me a skill, justify the skill, and roll to try and beat a DC that will beat the kind of set DC, in quotations, that the flies have.
Yeah.
So normally the DC is 10 for creatures that share a speed with you, but these things are twice as fast as you. So
Mm-hmm.
the DC is going to be 15
I see.
to get a success. You guys can use spells, racial abilities, anything you can think of on your sheet, magic items, anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can come up with it. It is a potential chance for a bonus. So, Sasha, would you like to go first, or would you like somebody else to show you how it's done?
I would like to go first, please.
Okay, then let's see it. Show me what you got.
Are the flies coming from the same direction?
Yeah, they seem to kind of be coming from they were kind of off in the distance, but they're closing in from one way.
From me to them, how far away are they right now?
They're a good bit away. They're probably at this point maybe 400 feet, but that distance will close quick, especially because they don't have to go around. They can just cut straight through.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until they get closer to me and prepare a spell.
All right.
Wait, never. Hold on. Casting time, 1 action. Okay, I want to prepare Wall of Water. If they get within 60 feet of me, I'm just gonna flood them.
Uh-oh.
Okay. That is a risky play because you could be successful with the Wall of Water, and it'll knock them sky high, but you also have to risk them getting close, and you could be spending that time to get farther and farther. Are you sure you don't want to make a move?
No, that's fine. I mean, I can keep running. This is just I'll have to stop and make an action once they get close.
Okay. Then I will say save your wall of water for a later action.
Okay, so do something right now first.
Do something right now.
How long? That's only 30 feet. 60 feet. I'm just looking at my spells real quick. Would Expeditious Retreat help me at all in
I
this
think
situation?
so.
What is Expeditious Retreat? Is that the one that makes
Expeditious
you take a-
Retreat. The spell allows you to move at an incredible pace when you cast a spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can take the dash action. It's basically allowing me to make actions along with dashing.
I am going to say yes, because with Expeditious Retreat, you can take the dash action both as an action and a bonus action. So
Oh, fuck yeah.
This will quadruple your speed to 120.
Sure, that works.
Wouldn't it only triple it because it's action, bonus action, and normal speed?
Oh, you know what? You're right. So it will triple. So you'll have a speed of 90. Sorry.
Ha ha ha. Teacher, you forgot to turn in our homework.
Okay.
So now you have a speed that is not on par, but closer to equal than the flies, which will help you catch up. And
Woohoo!
with using this spell, I think that is worth an automatic success.
Woohoo!
No roll required.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say it requires 3 successes for you to successfully get away from the flies and make it to the exit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, with having Expeditious Retreat in hand, we will move to Sketch.
Yes, hello. Would a big old burst of good old magnify gravity be good at lowering some lock rocks to my level to make parkour a bit easier?
I'd say yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's probably a bonus.
Yeah. I'm still lightning luring as well, the parkour. Would this
Right.
help?
I'd say with the magnify gravity, you
Yeah.
could probably try and make a shortcut.
Yeah.
By like taking like a risky long leap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, would Ari
So
and
why
I
don't
be
you-
able to like combo teamwork this as well because we're traveling together?
That is up to Ari.
Yes.
I'd like to teamwork this.
Mm-hmm. How do you want to teamwork this?
All right. So you're small.
Mm-hmm.
I'm big, but I'm also fast.
What is
Yes.
this word you're saying? Teamwork. How peculiar and foreign.
Yeah.
We will address that one later.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Go.
Sorry.
Show me what you got.
All right. So.
Show me what you got.
So if I switch from using my Thorn Whip as the same as Lightning Lord, Thunder Lord, the thingy, then could I theoretically use it to help pull Neri along?
Like a so you are wanting to have so Neri uses lightning lure.
Oh, are we like joining our lures for one mega lure?
Yes.
So you guys are fucking holding hands doing this like fucking ice climbers,
Yep.
swinging
Ice
with each other's.
Yeah.
Which one's not on? Which one's Popo?
Okay. Give either give me a roll with one roll with
Mhm.
advantage or roll individually.
What are we rolling?
What what do you think this is? I don't know, acrobatics?
Yeah, I
think-
think it's acrobatics.
Yeah. I'd say Ari, you roll it with advantage. I'll guidance you as well.
Sounds good. Now this is teamwork. Hey.
I am going to have to put a veto on that guidance.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm already actioning.
Now this
Fair
is
enough.
teamwork, eh?
Because you are spending your actions to do this lightning
Yeah.
lure combo. So you don't have the
Yeah.
time to be like, okay, guidance also in the middle of this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh well, advantage should be fine.
Don't say
Though
that.
you did also still do the magnified gravity to kind of take the shortcut. So take like a plus, like, I don't know, let's say like a +5.
Yeah. It's because magnified
you just
gravity,
gotta-
then lore.
So you can't possibly fuck this up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can't
You can't
possibly
fuck this up.
fuck this up.
You can't possibly fuck this up. All right. With that, you guys are making excellent strides. You guys are making a shortcut, finding new paths that shouldn't exist, and forcing yourselves ahead. And with that, you guys get a success each.
Yippee.
All right.
Let's go. 3 successes. We're out of here. No, I know that's not what you mean.
The flies are now getting a little bit closer. They've cut through the circle. They are now inching closer. They have made significant distance on you guys. And so we now must go to round 2. Rhed.
Oh, yes. So what's their approximate distance now?
Probably closer to like 300.
Okay.
Cut off like 100, I'd say. Really, probably closer than 300, but like we'll just say 300.
Still not close enough to do any spells on them, but
I'd say we'll say like 250. Maybe like 150 feet.
still
Actually,
not close
50.
enough to do any spells.
Actually, they're right on you.
Still
Actually,
not close,
they're like 5 feet away.
still not close enough to do any spells on them.
You can hear they're buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
They're angry.
Bzz.
They're hungry. They want to eat.
They hungry.
They want fish for dinner.
I mean, can I not just keep doing what I was doing?
Honestly, yeah, that's so fair.
Because it's
You
the
do have
last
a
10 minutes.
significant advantage. You know what? Just to keep it a little spicy, give me a roll, anyways. Well, you can make it with advantage.
Wait, I have an idea. I'll give myself a boost. Gust.
I mean, honestly.
So, you know what? So you make a big jump, and with your shoes, you make it's like 9 feet. You make a long jump. You don't think you're gonna make it, but you're like, you know what? Screw it. I played Mario Galaxy. I know what happens when I do this. So you do a little spin, and when that happens, you get
Loud
shot
turns
up just a little
underneath.
bit extra that you need to get up on a rock. It was just the boost you needed.
Yahoo!
And then a little star comes out of your head and goes right back in, and you can do it again.
Super Red Galaxy.
Very nice. All right.
Soup.
So, you know what? I'll
Your
just say that's a
mom
success.
gay.
I think that's funny enough that that's a success.
Never got a roll, baby.
Mhm.
Dream after roll, baby. All right. Dream team, what are you doing?
All right, dream team. We gotta go for
All
another
right, remind
cool
me how close
combo.
the flies are.
300 feet.
We're like
250 feet.
250.
Yeah.
Not close enough for me to do my idea yet.
Yeah. Well, what spells do you think would be cool to use, or if any? Let's workshop.
Hmm.
How come you didn't want to workshop with me?
You're too far away.
You caught
Alright.
up to me.
We got past you actually.
We told you to run, and you're like, "Oh, what are they talking about?"
Did I catch up with my expedites retreat at all? I'm just wondering.
I'd say you guys are a lot closer than you guys are saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Cool.
In that case, we could synergize more.
Hmm.
Oh, I already did my thing, so it's
Mhm.
too late.
Wow, that's actually a really cool
There's
jump
nothing
you
saying
just
that you
did.
guys can combine for a triple team attack.
For the last one, maybe.
You know what? If you guys pull off a really convincing
Triple finish.
triple finish, I will let you guys automatically succeed and win this.
All right.
I
All right.
I don't think I have anything useful.
Let's get our second.
have
one,
I have animal friendship.
No.
You have a feeling that's not going to work with the flies.
Tell me what other spells you got, maybe.
My last ditch effort is for if they get close. I was going to use Druidcraft
Mhm.
to make like an animal sound that would make them think there's something closer to them
Mhm.
in
I'm
the
gonna
darkness.
splash them.
Splashing is a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up their wings.
You also have the power of wild shape. Do not forget.
Please don't expose your titties to the flies, please.
My titties.
That's
Out of
on
character,
air.
Ari just hugs her chest like, no, my titties.
Yes. Any spells, any wild shapes, or things you have that look tempting to synergize, or should I give some?
I have a list of wild shapes
Mhm.
that I can do. So let me just pull that up real quick. Because I always forget what I can do.
Yeah.
Turn into the mighty eagle.
Flying
I
is good.
can't
Mighty
fly yet.
eagle.
Wait, yes I can.
Can
I
you?
turn into a giant eagle.
I thought druids only unlock flight stuff at level 8. Or do moon druids ignore that?
Moon druids ignore that.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Moon druids can get animals with a swim speed and a fly speed at level 3.
Ooh.
I don't know how that helps you though.
Giant eagle, I could pick you guys up.
Oh. And then I could give you a boost.
That is true.
Spam gust.
I could also do giant vulture, but eagle is faster.
Yeah, that seems good. Will
So
you do?
yeah, let's go ahead and wild shape into a giant eagle.
Oh my god. So as you shift into this giant eagle, and you grab the others with your mighty talons and lift off into the sky, you realize that as a giant eagle, especially with the additional power of the gust that your two casters are giving you, you are moving at a fly speed of 100, which means you are outpacing the flies.
Wow.
I feel like we just did our triple finish.
A giant eagle normally has a fly speed of 80. The flies have a fly speed of 60. So with the added gust, you are moving 40 feet faster than them. With a dash, that's 80 feet faster than them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that triple finish is pretty good. And you successfully make it to the exit, where you see a small cavern-like structure that looks like a cave that seems unnatural considering the rest of the structures seem to be like flat, like floating items. And on the inside, you can see some lights glowing.
Light.
In we go.
Caca.
And as you fly in, you enter this darkness, and it almost as soon as you enter, the wall behind you seems to shut closed.
Inviting.
Mm-hmm.
And you now stand in a pathway with 3 new options.
Mm-hmm.
In one direction, to the left, you see blue lights. In front of you, you appear to see something that looks like torchlight. And to the right, you swear you see something kind of... It's a bright light, but it's calming in a way. Almost like the moon.
Hmm.
It feels like moonlight.
That ain't right.
Red's gonna pull out the talking coin. Hey, Ellia, are you still there?
Yeah, I was trying to go see if I could
Actually,
find you
Ellia.
guys. Oh,
Actually, we're gonna cut to you real quick.
Oh.
okay.
It's like
So-
a point-and-click adventure game mechanic where you have to interact with an item to swap to the other character.
Yeah. I would play a point and click against all odds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so true.
So, Corin,
What's up, fam?
Yeah,
you
probably gonna head to
are
bed soon too. Like
big chillin',
15 more minutes.
trying
Cool.
to figure out how to get kombucha to go into the hole and find the others, but you're not having any luck. You keep sending kombucha in. You know kombucha goes in, you lose the connection. Eventually it severs, and you know kombucha has died. And you've tried this a couple of times, trying desperately to get this message to the others to try and show them the way out. But it has been futile. And as you're beginning to make your 3rd circle to try and summon kombucha again, a man is going to walk up to you and say, I don't think you're going to be having any success.
I know, I just wanted to try just in case.
I think it's a futile effort. You might just be better off giving up on them.
No, they're my friends. If I could have gotten out of there, they should be able to get out of there as well.
You really believe that you got out of there and there wasn't some sort of intervention? My
Yeah.
child, perhaps you have grown more naive in your time of freedom.
Wait. Excuse me?
Hello, Ellia. And as you begin to turn around to look at the man, you see someone you don't recognize at all. It's some elderly human fellow with brown hair that's starting to turn white in different areas. He's wearing raggedy clothes. He's walking with a cane. He seems to be somewhere in his 60s, but the eyes that the man has are unmistakable. Before you stands Rizosis.
I am gonna immediately run right into the dungeon. Fuck that. Fuck that. I am running it. I do not care.
I don't know
So
who this
as
is.
you go to run into the dungeon, a barrier that you can't see appears, and you slam right into it. And Rezosis is just going to laugh and say, "My goodness, in such a hurry, and not even going to speak a word to your father. How inappropriate."
She is not going to say anything. I am Misty stepping, the farthest distance I can, Misty stepping.
As you go to begin to do that, you see that that same kind of thing that he always does when he knows he doesn't want you to do something. You see that flicker in his hand where he starts to make a snap, and just as soon as you are about to disappear, your spell fails, countered. Ellia, you're not in trouble. I'm just here for a little conversation.
I don't believe you.
Why? If I were
Because
here to try and punish you, I would have done so already, silly goose. You'd be right back home, safe and sound with me. But no, that's not my intention. You see, I'm here to wish you good graces.
I don't believe you.
That's all right, darling. You don't have to believe me. I'm not here to force you or make you believe anything, but I am here to part with something that you should know. You see, my dear child Ellia, you have found freedom of a sort in this land. And I think you should truly get to know just how wonderful this world is. And as you explore and see the great things that this world has to offer, you will eventually find yourself realizing that I have never lied to you. Everything I've told you about this world is true. And when that day comes, and you know that you need to return home where it's safe, where the material world can't possibly bring you harm, I'll welcome you with open arms.
If that's the case, why did you try so hard to stop me when I try to leave? Why do you keep
Because
me?
I was angry and 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 perhaps maybe even a little naive. You see, everyone, parents get very protective when their children want to see the outside world.
You're not even my father. You're just some guy that took me away. Took me when my home was destroyed.
And I gave you a life you couldn't even have imagined before. You are an incredible wizard with power unparalleled to any of these other mortals here. And when you realize that you have more potential than anything here, you can come back. It's not an issue. I'm not angry anymore.
Then I'll prove you wrong. This place is my home. I'm never going back. Never, ever.
That's okay. I know that you kids have your rebellious phases, but you'll realize I was right. So go, be free, enjoy the real world. And when you're ready, he's going to hand you a small little business card.
I'm not going to pick it up. I'm just going to stare at it.
He's going to slowly try and urge you to take it, and then when he realizes he's not, he's just going to flick it back into his wrist, and it's gone. And he says, "Fine. Perhaps you need a little more time. I'll find you again. Just know you're never too far out of sight." And another thing, to try to not get yourself killed. After all, you're way too dear to me for you to be this suicidal. Now, and you feel the wall behind you disappear. Do as you must. And he's going to turn around and walk back into the crowd. And as he seems to go further and further back, somebody passes by, and in an instant, he seems to be gone.
Huh. Tempted to walk backwards right now into the void. The temptation is real, but at the same time, I promise them, because the void is nice. That's where I won't get hurt. I could think happy thoughts.
Is Ellia saying all this out loud in public?
Probably.
An additional thing is that it seems like nobody ever noticed the old man.
Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts.
Mom, pick me up.
Happy
I'm
thoughts.
scared.
Happy thoughts.
They're
miss you,
doing
Mom.
fairy dust.
Mom, I miss you. Please come back.
And you know what? Before we wrap up for the night,
No.
Ellia, you notice your phone ringing.
Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Think happy
Ellia.
thoughts. Think happy
Ellia.
thoughts.
Ellia.
I think she's not picking it up. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts.
So then, gang, in the dungeon, you're you know that you were causing it to ping, knowing that Ellia will is obviously getting it. Like, why would she leave the coin out? Like, that's so silly. She just picked up like a little while ago, and yet she's not picking it up.
Wow, so rude.
Don't think something happened, did you?
Cacaw. Bird.
Caw. Well said.
Fairy dragons, blink puppies, displaced Acer kittens.
Right,
displaced
well,
kittens.
I'm going to look towards the path of the moonlight, for I am a moon druid and the moon calls to me.
What were the other paths again?
You see a blue light to your left, torchlight to your front, and moonlight to your right.
Also, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Neri will trust Ari's gut instinct, I think.
To the moon!
To the moon! Alright. And gang, that's where we're gonna call it for the night.
Oh
Fuck!
boy.
Bruh.
Why would you do that? Why? Who are you?
Me? Oh, I'm just your friendly friendly local neighborhood dungeon master who
Yeah.
noticed that the NPC, or not the NPC, but the PC I wanted to be alone the most finally was.
Yeah.
Ah!
Well said,
Did.
Corin. Well said. Do we have any closing
Oh my
remarks?
fucking god, she fucking did.
Yeah. Do we have any
Lollipops.
Yeah. Do we have any
Ice
closing
cream.
remarks before I
Sunshine,
end the recording?
lollipops, and rainbows everywhere.
I'm
Well-
muted. I was trying to say before you end the recording, I'm gonna upload my notes. You should show. You should go for the
Yes.
notes of the recording.
I should do that.
What day is it? 7/12. I like to date my notes.
That's
Actually,
fair.
it's 7:13.
You live in the wrong time zone.
Julian's the dungeon master. His time zone's correct.
Hold on, you
He
don't
li-
gotta
he
you
lives
don't
in the
gotta
wrong
open
time
the
zone.
stream. I'm putting it in the Discord.
Yes.
It's a tall one today.
It is very tall.
There you go.
Maybe into the browser we go.
Yippee! Yippee!
I will slowly pan down through these.
You
Beautiful.
can comment on your favorites.
Mine is that one.
Wow,
Yo,
me
good
too.
choice.
Mine was that one.
Wow,
What's
me
wrong with
too.
you?
Okay,
See,
the funny thing is when you said what's wrong with you, I was hovering over doesadogdie.com.
Yeah.
That's it. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, that's it. That.
You know what? We need our own Does the Dog Die? And it should not only just be yes, it should be like a yes for every single time that the dog dies.
Oh,
So right
excellent.
now we're at a yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
yes.
I love the one of Rhed and Ellia just going yay.
Yeah. I was honestly hoping for that combination because Ellia is a straight up enabler.
Mm-hmm.
So I was very excited to enable your shenanigans.
Yeah.
And Rhed is very normal.
I think Ellia has learned a valuable lesson today. And with that, we're ending the recording.
Yeah.
That.